Hey everybody, welcome to episode 4 of Controlled Burn, our Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition Chronicle. My name's Bolthra, and tonight I have 3 players with me who I'll introduce in just a moment. Again, I want to thank everyone who has come out and checked out the videos. We're getting more subscribers, and glad to see people are enjoying the games. So please, if you haven't yet, please give this video a like and subscribe so you can continue to watch all our fun games here. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my players. I'm going to start off with Whispers first.
Hello, one and all. I'm playing your Daina. Yep, your leader, and I was not prepared to go first. I usually have more time for this. Hi, I'm Whispers.
I can't win. No matter what I choose, I can't win. Anyway, glad to have you here. Let's go with Jen next.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Alice Monroe, who is or was a librarian, and
always a librarian.
Always a librarian, yes. I guess that's all you need to know about her right now.
Not about her hobbies or.
I think her hobbies are reading and camping. Honestly,
not really conducive to werewolves. Well, maybe camping, but that's about as.
She likes camping. Yeah,
that's true. Okay, let's go to Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Otto Miller. He works in private security, since we're listing off occupations.
Has he read any good books lately?
Can't say he has.
He's too busy being kidnapped and taken across the country by strangers.
Yeah. Or, like acquaintances or, work associates or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't say too many of my work acquaintances. I would have jumped in a car with them and gone across country. But hey, that's me, Maybe I'm too sensitive. I don't know.
I don't know. He seemed to have a semblance of an idea of what was happening. It's like, well, that's more than me. So, all right.
Yep. All right, let's just do kind of a quick recap of last episode. The pack were told that as part of their rite of passage, they were being sent to a small area right outside of Tacoma, right outside the Mount Rainier National Park. That there had been a hiker who had been missing for a couple days. His body was found outside a motel, and his body had been torn up. Of course, the media jumped on stories of a serial killer, and then maybe it was a bear and a wolf or something, and lots of stories popped up. They asked the Sept asked the pack to go investigate this. When they got there, they met with a couple people outside of the motel, the owner of the motel, some housekeepers, and actually some folks from across the street at Rusty's, including the owner herself, Rusty. They got a little more information about the town, about the area. About the hiker themselves. I believe they were from Santa Clara, California, so they weren't quite a local. So they weren't, not locally, was not known a lot about him. While they were in the bar, another group came in, and they were 4 men and a woman, and they seemed to be on a mission as well. couldn't quite get a hang for kind of who they were. They did seem to, or it did seem they were attempting to get rooms at the same hotel across the street, the Timberline, and no rooms were available, no room in the inn. So they looked a little aggravated that they couldn't stay there. In the meantime, the pack took different actions in trying to begin investigating. Otto wanted to check out the place where the body had been found, right by the dumpster. There had been some blood stains on the ground, some blood splatter on the dumpster, and some odd dents on it. Took him a little while to get as close as he could. There were crime scene folks, obviously, trying to collect evidence and that kind of thing. And Otto and Brian then went into the Umbra. That's the first time they've stepped sideways. They went into the Umbra, the spirit world, to see perhaps what they could find there. Brian spotted something that almost looked like a trail, a bright light that was coming from about where the body was, that led further into the forest. So Brian and Otto decided to follow that trail. Daina and Alice had attempted to get some more information from the owner about the motel, and they were also trying to find out if there was truly camera footage of possibly the murder, and then possibly just any other nights of this supposed beast wandering around outside. Unfortunately, Daina wasn't quite as skilled at diplomacy and tact as she had hoped to be, and got shut down. Alice did manage to kind of get in and smooth some things over, and can hopefully maybe continue on that lead, or perhaps somewhere else. But that is really kind of what we did in episode 3. So what I'd like to do is now Otto and Brian are kind of off in one spot. So what I think I want to do first is start with Daina and Alice, to see potentially what they want to do first before we kind of jump over to that. So, oops.
Oh, well, he's definitely in a different place.
Try that again.
I guess.
Exactly. That was on me. Sorry. hit the wrong button.
Okay. So are we picking up at the exact same spot that we stopped last time? We are. Okay. So let's see. If we're going to find out anything, we either got to talk to locals that hopefully are outside because Daina can't get into the bar. Or we could just go hiking and see who we run into.
Did we get his name? The person who died?
I believe so. And
probably on the news.
Let's see if the storyteller wrote it down. I probably did not. Unfortunately, I get rolling in the game, and sometimes my notes are lacking.
Well, just pick a name, I guess.
Yeah. Let's go with Mitchell Murray.
Okay.
That'll be a throwback to last night if anyone catches that. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it. Took me a minute.
Yes. Can I possibly look up his public record?
Excuse me. Sure. I mean, you can Google him, which these days is a great way to start off finding out information about a person.
Because Diana's thought process is, I'm not good at the social aspect of talking to people. The thing I am good about is finding information. So she is going to, if we're going to assume it's a murder, because she's still iffy about this whole werewolf thing, other than she has been reading books on the occult to study what the fuck they are. But she still is kind of iffy about it. So in her thought process, it's like, okay, this is most likely a murder. So she's going to like go through the internet, Google him, find his Facebook, his Twitter, his Instagram, and start doing research
course,
on
yeah.
this man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Diana's going to do that. How about Alice?
Alice is probably gonna like go for a short hike and see if she can talk to people she meets on the way.
Okay,
You know, like she's gonna put stuff in her backpack, like lanterns, some snacks, you know, whatever.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think what I want to do is I want to have Diana make a roll first. Why don't we do intelligence? Let me ask you a question. Is your investigation or technology better?
Investigation.
Okay, give me intelligence and investigation. We're going to say difficulty 6. We'll just keep it simple for now.
Cool, because I have 0 in technology.
Okay, we'll just see how your Google foo is. So,
Yeah.
Intelligence. Here we go. And you said difficulty 6, right?
yes, please. Yep. Oh.
I had
Okay.
a cup. Do my 1s cancel out?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
do.
In this edition, 1s cancel out successes.
Oh, because I was about to say then there should be 2
Yeah.
successes, but cool.
You apparently spelled his name wrong when you were trying to Google it. So how about this? I'm going to give you. I'll let you roll it one more time,
Okay.
and you spell his name right this time, and just
See if you
yes,
can get all those vowels in the correct
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you guys won't let her go to Harvard, and she's already a college student, so she
Yeah.
can't spell.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of you basically your character just sitting around for half an hour.
Doing nothing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
5 successes this
That's
time.
better.
That's
Okay.
better.
Not only do you find the stories that he was mentioned in, you do find he had a Facebook, married, 2 kids, smiling, happy family pictures. You do find a reference to a computer, a software company he works for in California. He's a developer. You probably find his LinkedIn page, so that's where you kind of get that information.
He's using LinkedIn. He's definitely sad.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Diana will mumble that underneath her breath.
Right.
but you don't find any kind of scandal about him. I mean, because you could these days. I mean, you could look up, see if people have mugshots and and things like that. I mean, that's all public record. You don't find anything on this guy. I mean, no visible dirt that he has charges filed against him or anything like that. Most you can tell, from his Facebook page is some pictures of him hiking with his kids, and why he was up here by himself hiking, that you're not sure.
Yeah.
Now, if you were a hacker and could try to hack into his account, then yeah, you might be able to find out he posted this kind of thing. So
does his Facebook seem or internet persona feel too good to be true? Is it too happy?
No, it's average, honestly.
It's average.
Yeah. I mean, it's not every picture is smiling, happy with the kids, and
boring white guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not blessed and thankful and all that
yeah,
bullshit.
that's just
because those are the most miserable people I've ever
Oh,
met.
so he's a summer white guy. Got it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, seeing that he goes hiking, would Alice have left already?
No, we'll say she was just kind of getting ready.
yeah.
Okay.
And like getting a water bottle full and putting stuff
Did
in
he?
my backpack.
I'll ask one last question. Did he take any photos of his current trip and posted them before his death?
His account was locked down, so it just showed like his profile pictures. It didn't show his posts.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Smart people do it that way. So
Yeah, smart people.
Yeah.
Don't overshare. So
Yeah, Diana's going to go. So we're going hiking.
Yeah.
Good, because it seems that's our biggest lead right now. He really liked to hike with his kids. I also got the phone number to the company he works at, but I felt like calling it would be weird at the moment. because
Yeah,
he's
that
dead.
would. Yeah, don't don't do that. Leave that to like big journalism companies and stuff to futz with. You know.
Hello, I've heard you have an opening, so and I'd like
Um,
to apply.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was like your. How do I put this nicely?
Just say it.
Basic ass white man that really liked the summer and probably could never get his wife off.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
We don't know that
That's-
second
That
part.
is
but
a that is
hiking
a
seems to
really
be
long stretch.
that's
but
a
Wow.
stretch. That's
Why
a
you gotta
stretch.
do this dead man dirty like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah, we
you
don't
you
know that
can-
part, but hiking is at least we know he went hiking. So yeah.
Maybe he was spending too much time, caring for the homeless, and
Who knows?
Don't try to make this better. The way Diana read it, it's like, oh god, no, you're that
Wow.
basic.
Wow.
All right.
Anywho,
Mhm.
okay. So
Away from the Diana commentary.
okay. So yeah, if you guys want to go out hiking,
Mhm.
we'll say you kind of get some of your gear. I don't think Diana really has hiking gear per se. She probably has her sneakers and
Yeah, she just puts on her running shoes.
Oh, that'll work. Yeah, that's fine.
and as you guys are coming down, there is a trail that
good.
leads out from the back of the back parking lot.
All right, that's
And
easy.
you get there, and the plastic police tape is still up around the area
Oh.
of the dumpster, but you spy two people in there. And getting closer, they're two of the people that Alice
Mhm.
saw in that group in the bar.
Oh,
Two of them, and they're down there, and one guy's like looking at the blood stain that's around there, and the other one is like taking some pictures.
that's odd.
Those aren't cops, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go around them or away
Okay.
from them or something.
Okay, you're far enough away that you can kind of slip
Yeah.
out and around them.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know what they're
Okay.
looking for, but those are not police officers.
Okay. We're going to switch then over to Otto and Brian, who's not here tonight, but I will be playing the part of Brian. And they are in the Umbra. I believe you're still in human form or Hamid form. I don't think you had
Yes.
switched. Okay. So you are following this trail that Brian has kind of pointed out to you. I don't believe you can see it in the Umbra, but you don't see it as clearly as he does. To you, it's almost more like smoke, like a thin layer of smoke.
Yeah, he like pointed it out to me, and I was like, okay, I see what you're talking about, but I'm not getting what you're getting out of it.
Exactly.
Deal.
You guys follow it probably about 30, 40 yards, kind of winding through the forest, and it gets fainter and fainter as you go to the point where you can't even see it, and even Brian is kind of having to stop and kind of catch his bearings to follow it. You eventually get to you see this one large I'm trying to think what kind of, probably a redwood, a really large redwood in the midst of some smaller trees. And as you approach, you see a wolf laying at the base of the tree. Its fur is mostly brown with some small patches of gray and white, and almost just even like a little bit of red. It's just kind of a weird combination. I can't think of the right word.
Mosaic.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't think of the right word
That's okay.
sometimes.
Does it look like us, or does it look all like spirity and stuff?
It looks more like you. And above the wolf, you spot in one of the lower tree branches, you spot this white owl sitting there.
Is it speckled?
It is. You might even say it is a spotted owl.
Okay.
So, now, If you would like to get closer, you may to get a closer look. It is up to the player.
Okay, I will get closer. I'll approach cautiously, but I'll
Okay.
try to get closer.
Okay. Are you attempting to sneak up or just kind of
No, I'm
walk up?
making my presence like blatantly obvious,
Okay.
but just sort of like slowly making my way towards the
Sure.
two.
Okay. Let's see. Probably Dex.
I would say I do. Well, I guess I don't know if this is just a normal wolf or not, and
Mhm.
like not a guru or like weird spirit shit. But I do have scent of man, if that matters.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good choice. And I don't know if you have to. I don't think you have to roll anything. For
I
that.
do not. It is passive.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right. So let me just take a quick peek at that. And okay, so you move up a little bit closer, and the wolf sticks its head up, and you see around its jaws, you see blood on its jaws, and as you get a little closer, its front paws have blood on it, and it looks at the two of you and kind of just growls lightly.
Oh, I probably don't have anything to help with animals skill wise, but give this a shot anyway.
Okay.
I sort of will just like keep cautiously and slowly approaching it, trying to make myself seem as non-threatening in this given situation as possible.
Okay. Brian, I just kind of serious. Maybe we should shift to Lupus.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's sound.
So that it kind of knows what we are.
Okay, fair. I don't know how we'd be here if it didn't know, but I don't know how any of this works. So let's give it a shot.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So I will sort of like upon Brian's advice, I will sort of like shift into my this form.
Okay. You remember how to do that on the character sheet?
I do, yes.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna have Brian try it here, and he did not. He needed 4 successes.
Okay.
So he's kind of like, ugh. And yeah, you got 1 success. Okay, but it said 0 number of successes required 0. So we'll say you shifted. Brian's kind of.
He's struggling. He's having a hard
Look,
time.
he was injured last time. His bones just don't want to shift.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they're still setting into place properly.
That works. Okay, so the wolf sees you shift and kind of pulls back a little bit. It's looking at you, and it starts kind of looking between you and Brian.
Do you understand me?
And it kind of just growls back like, yes.
Okay, that's something. Who are you and what happened to you?
My name is Splinter Fang. And I have done a bad thing.
Did you kill that man? The one by the dumpster?
And he kind of stretches and was like, yes, it was my fault.
Why did you kill that man?
I thought he threatened me.
Okay. Well, what did he do to make you think that?
He came into my territory.
Okay. I'm sure he didn't know it was your territory. but what's done is done, I guess. Can't really change the past. So, I guess the thing to do is figure out what we do next, because there are some people at the hotel who have footage. Do you know what footage is?
Yes.
Okay. They have footage of a wolf man on their video cameras, supposedly near the hotel, so that has to be dealt with. We're gonna try and deal with that and hope it doesn't get too complicated. And also the Sept is having us look into the rumors that one of us did this, and seemingly one of us did do this, so you're probably gonna have to explain yourself to them on that one, if you're affiliated or not.
And he gives a grunt in Wolf. They call him a grunt. He's like, ask the Sept why they abandon the old after they're done with them. And he kind of stomps forward. He's like, ask them why old heroes are left to rot. And he is going to sprint past you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. I guess I don't really know how to do this without hurting him. But I'm going to try and, like, as he's like running past me, I'm gonna try to sort of like bite one of his hind legs. I don't want. I want to try to hurt him as least as like little as possible, but I got to get a firm enough grip on there so he can't just run away.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why don't you try to do your bite first as he's trying to get past you, and then I'm gonna see if it like stops him. I'm gonna basically like almost like a contested roll in a way. So
okay. Would
that's
this be Dex or Strength? Since I'm trying to like.
Are you trying to hold him or try to grab him?
Yeah, I'm trying to like stop him from running away.
I would say Strength and Brawl.
Okay. It's the same pool for me in this form, but I just wanted to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's
specificity.
Good question.
Okay. Difficulty 6.
Yes. Yeah.
Okie doke.
Okay. Including
a whopping 1 success.
Yeah, you kind of nip at him at his rear, at one of his legs, but he just kind of scoots past it, and he is off in a hurry into the forest. Brian is just kind of like, whoa, hold on, like trying to figure out like what to do.
Oh, geez.
That's when you hear the owl go.
Okay.
Like, hoot.
I turn my wolfish head up to the owl.
And he just kind of turns his head and looks at you. It says, so you found him?
Yeah. Yes.
He's done a good job of hiding himself.
I mean, not from you, apparently, since you were right here.
He's like, I know everyone in this forest. And Brian, so are you spirit? Are you the spirit he goes, I don't know, affiliated with the Sept?
Do you speak for the trees?
I'm not the Lorax. This is, and it does say, Ask your elders about Splinter Fang. They hide their shame very poorly.
Okay. Good to know, I guess.
Now, if you look back, Splinter Fang is gone.
I would imagine so. So, do you have a name, Spotted Owl Spirit?
You may just call me Owl.
Okay, good to know. Nice and simple. I can appreciate it.
He did commit a crime, but he felt endangered and defended his territory.
Yeah, don't know if that necessarily justifies it, but I can empathize with it.
Says we have different laws here.
I don't think normal people follow your laws, so you probably need to take that into account every once in a while to avoid this from happening.
Well, she says you have to remember where you are now. You're not in your human world. You're in the spirit world.
Okay, I'm talking on the normal. Did he kill him in the spirit world?
Says, I don't know.
I thought you knew everything in these woods.
It's up to you to find out.
Some help you are. Okay, Brian, let's go.
Whew. Okay.
I'm gonna shift back to my Hamid form.
Okay. Brian kind of moves out a little bit, and he actually does. He's actually going to try to shift back into Lupus because he wants to see if maybe he can catch a scent. And okay, yeah, he does not. Jesus, he's not good at this. Okay. Yeah, so he's like, all right, whatever.
He doesn't have the strongest pool for it.
Yeah.
When he's got to get 4 successes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he says, let's just get out of the Umbra. Let's just get back towards the hotel, because it sounds like we need to talk to the Sept.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I don't remember how. I know you guys basically just shift back over. We're not going to waste a bunch of time on that.
Mhm.
So
Yes, we stared at our phones real hard and
exactly. When you shift back over,
Mhm.
there's no owl there. You don't see an owl. The tree itself is much more alive looking here in the out of the spirit world. You don't see anything on the ground. You don't see any wolf tracks. So it would be, you can't really tell like which direction he went from here. Okay. Let's switch over to Daina and Alice. You guys probably follow this trail maybe about 15-20 minutes.
Mhm.
When you hear the voice of somebody talking ahead of you, your voice is talking.
Well, someone's ahead. Can I make out what they're saying?
That would be a wits and alertness, please.
Wits and alertness. Okay, wits and
May I also attempt that check?
You certainly may.
alertness. What difficulty?
6 is fine.
Okay, let's see how I go.
Oof.
Because I have a bigger.
That didn't
pool
work at
than
all.
you. I got 2 successes.
Okay. Alice thinks they're talking about starting a forest fire.
Mm.
They might be.
But Diana hears just little snatches of conversation about like, did it go this way? That's about all she hears.
There's this. Diana just goes out that small little growl, and she just goes, "The conspiracy hunters trying to find the big bad wolf."
Oh.
That's what you think from what you hear.
Well,
So-
at least what I heard,
Mhm.
but like maybe them committing a forest fire would be easier to deal with.
There's forest fires in all my games, so I gotta.
There is, yes.
I
Especially the one from yesterday.
I have to
Fire,
warn Aloysius.
fire
Tomorrow there might be a
everywhere.
forest fire in Call of Cthulhu.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
that'd be a feat.
Yeah.
In the middle of the city, there'd be a forest fire.
Exactly.
Oh, look, here's a park of forests that you didn't know existed.
Just light a
Alright.
bunch of boats on fire instead
There
and
you go.
compensate.
There you
I
go.
mean, that could happen, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So you've heard these voices ahead. You heard a little bit what they were
Mhm.
saying, but
Well, we could go a little closer and just act like we haven't heard them, and maybe they'll leave. You know?
Yeah, we
up
could
to you.
just go into a jog instead of our casual walk.
Oh, I don't know. Running up to them is probably not a good thing if they're trying to be all secret. You know?
See, if we just do like a power walk and jog, it's like
Oh,
warming
well,
up.
that I guess we could do that.
like
Sure.
like the old people should do in the mall.
Mhm, we did them all.
So-
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, you want to power walk up.
Sure.
You get up there, and it is the woman you recognized
Mhm.
from the hotel
Mhm.
with the black hair,
Mhm.
and one of the men with her.
Okay.
And they actually turn around as you guys walk up, and the woman reaches for something under her jacket.
Well,
It's just looking
we're
at you
just
guys.
we're just getting exercise. That's all we're doing.
Do you guys? Oh, I know you from the hotel.
Yes. Hmm.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions? And
Sure.
she kind of brings her
Sure.
hand back. She's like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we're just getting some exercise out here.
Yeah. She says, my name's Rebecca. This is my associate. We're just looking for more information about what might have happened with that hiker.
I really don't know. Nobody seemed to know. We asked a bunch of people that were outside of when we got here, but it's not clear what they think. I mean, they're not sure what happened. Some
Yeah.
think it was a bear, some think it was a wolf, some people think it was something else entirely, being
Sasquatch?
undercover or something. A
And she
what?
says with a totally straight face, Sasquatch.
I don't know. Are
I mean,
those
we haven't
real?
heard Bigfoot yet.
She says,
I didn't know those were real.
Who knows?
Yeah.
She says,
Well,
I've seen some freaky things in my time.
I guess you have.
Listen, next you're going to say it was a vampire.
And she just kind of keeps a straight face. So she's like, and she looks around. She goes, not this time of day. No.
Oh, yeah, that's the mythos, right? That they can't come out in the sun.
She
Okay.
says something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, according to the book that I've been reading, yes.
What book are you reading?
Oh, I found a book about occult legends and mythical creatures for
Mhm.
my Kindle.
Oh, okay. She says, I don't get much of a chance to read anymore. I've been
Oh.
traveling a lot lately.
Well, all I do is read. It's the only thing I'm good at.
She's like, well, sorry, we kind of a bad interaction there. You just kind of startled us. We
Oh,
were,
well, we didn't mean to. Like I said, we were just getting some exercise because, it's nice to just walk outside,
she's like,
And I
well,
mean, with a murder, you can't be too cautious.
she's like,
True.
yeah, just be careful. We don't know what's out here.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to go far, so
She's like,
should be all right.
okay. And she kind of goes back over to her friend, and they seem like they're going to keep kind of going their direction,
Mhm.
regardless of if you continue or if you,
Or not.
if you leave.
Mhm.
But they're going to continue moving. Otto, you hear, as you guys are heading back towards the motel, you hear the sounds of somebody talking over to your right, about 20 yards away, and you recognize Diana's voice and Alice's voice.
They're talking loudly. That's probably not a great sign.
Yeah,
We should go
yeah.
check this out, Brian.
Okay. All right. And then do you guys walk up to them, or do you stay at a distance to listen?
Would standing at a distance look conspicuous if we were just staring at them.
I don't know. Probably if we're like on a hiking trail where someone got murdered and you're just staring at two women on a hiking trail, that sounds kind of bad.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. So
you could have just at a distance go check, son.
yeah, just start making Jason sounds.
Yep.
Right, perfect.
And everyone's like, "What the fuck?" I just like look at us
Everyone
like
knows
we're a
he's
bunch-
not real. So.
and just like
Right.
looks at us like we're a bunch of psychos. No,
That's
we're,
where we draw the line,
we're-
Jason.
we're just gonna. I'm gonna walk on up. Why not?
Okay.
All right.
And Rebecca kind of looks at you and she's like, "So these guys are with you?"
Yeah.
Oh, from the bar.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. I never did catch why you guys were out here again. Why you're staying at the hotel? Are you guys all family or something, or what's?
Yes, these are my cousins.
Yeah,
And she's
we're
kinda
on
looking
we're
at-
on a road trip before
She's kinda
she.
like-
It's
before
kind of a
she
family
goes off to
bonding
school.
thing.
Yeah.
And she's kind of looking like cousins.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a diverse family. I mean, you know.
She's like, oh no hate for that. No, I get it. She's like, all right, well, have a safe trip, and
All
we'll we couldn't get a room at the motel. They said
Oh, it's too bad.
the last two rooms were just taken. So
Yeah.
guess we'll find something in town.
Well, good luck. Maybe it'll be easier there. I don't know.
Okay. All right. She walks away
Mhm.
again.
He disappears once more.
Right.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
her and the guy kind of go further into. They're probably heading towards where you were, that general area.
Okay.
So
Okay, they're weird, right?
Yes.
I mean,
They're a little intimidating too.
I would. Yeah. No, I'd say they're weird. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like assume that they're not human, but there's just something at the vampire comment that's still throwing me off that vampires exist.
I think they're just weird.
Yeah, I
you're
think
looking
they're just.
too much into it.
They might be just conspiracy theorists or something. Who knows? I mean, this town got a lot of attention on the news.
Mhm.
People are coming to check it out. You know.
See, you would think about that, but they showed up the same morning the murder occurred.
I mean,
Maybe they did.
so did we.
Well, we did too. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know if that rules it out.
Okay, fine. Maybe I am thinking too much into strange people.
I mean, they probably think we're strange people.
Oh, I'm sure they think we're strange. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would argue we're more normal than them. We're not walking around talking about vampires. They're not coming out this time of day.
Yeah, that was odd. I mean,
Mhm.
there's a whole lot of like lore books and like
Mhm.
old, fairy tales and stuff in the library I work in and stuff. But
Mhm.
I never thought it was like, ooh, vampires are coming to get you. I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm starting to think that they were right about werewolves. Might have been right about other things.
Apparently, none of you have read Dracula because Dracula can totally go out during the day.
yeah, but that's fiction though.
Yeah, that's
I
fiction.
mean,
Well, we all thought werewolves were fiction, and what the fuck? And what the fuck do any of
yeah.
us know?
yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like where you'd find Dracula in a library would be fiction, but anyway, what do I know exactly?
Dracula was based off of a real person, not a myth.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
That's some like
Gladly
real life
Impaler.
lore.
Yeah. Oh well, whatever. But the story isn't exactly, it's
No,
different from the
it's
person.
it's like very minute. Anyway, none of this matters. None
So,
of this matters.
yeah.
do you guys find out any information, or are we just?
So we went to the spirit world, and
Wow.
yeah, I'm still dealing with that.
Was it like
but-
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Brian goes, why don't we talk
And
outside
back.
of the forest?
Oh,
yeah.
It's- They'll just Brian. They'll just think we're taking shrooms or something. But whatever. Let's go.
Well, to be fair, you guys have got arrested for taking shrooms. I'm fine in
Uh.
this state.
Anyway, we'll go somewhere more private.
Mhm.
And actually, the Philodox should be the one who's enforcing the the veil shall not be broken.
Yeah.
So, but she's still learning that.
She's
So
still
learning the
learning,
litany.
right.
So okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
There's two of us, so don't come
Because
at me.
I considered having them make a roll to if they heard you. So anyway,
Yeah.
okay. You quickly the wolf's okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go back to somebody's room or something.
Mhm.
So okay.
Either room doesn't matter really.
Yeah. Anyway, so spirit world. Went to the spirit world. Found a wolf. Well, found the wolf who killed the guy.
Wow.
His name is Splinter Fang. And he was talking shit about the Sept and wanted us to like interrogate them or something. And then he ran away into the woods.
Mhm.
And there was also this owl with him.
Okay.
Well, I don't think it was with him. More like just also there.
Oh, all right. Sure.
And the owl was also talking some shit about the Sept, kind of in a very roundabout, obscure way. But yeah, apparently they like really screwed over Splinter Fang about something at some point, and he's really salty about that. But apparently the reason that he killed the man was because he felt threatened that the man entered his territory. I don't entirely know the specifics about that, but so that's what we know.
So it was one of us.
Seemingly so, yes.
Yeah.
And his murder was decently justified.
I mean, by their standards, sure, but I don't think normal people are going to care about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Have you never heard you don't go into an animal's territory and expect to leave if you do something stupid?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, because Splinter Fang didn't elaborate, this guy was just walking through the woods. So,
okay, maybe.
So don't know one way or the other. But anyway, we need to do something about this supposed footage that the hotel has.
Oh, okay. What would be the easiest way to do that?
Well, if we can get him out of his room, we would be able to sneak in there and get a hold of the footage. But that would means we have at least 3 people we need to keep distracted.
And Brian says, "Yeah, wasn't there some lady at the front desk or something?"
There was. Yeah, I talked to her the other night. Or other day.
Or-
Yesterday? I don't know anymore.
Or do we wait for a night shift
Mm-hmm.
when maybe there's potentially less people around and see if we can maybe break into the office then?
I mean, not a bad plan. It's also bound to be less crowded by and large at night.
Probably true. People sleep. So,
we would need to cover up the cameras there so they don't have evidence of us sneaking in.
okay.
And probably the evidence of this conversation. You don't know, they might have cameras, in the sleeping area.
You could look.
I take a look around. There are cameras.
See if it's one of those creepy motels.
Oh God.
Yeah, do wits and investigation. Anybody who wants to look.
I'll do that. I'm pretty good at
Do
that
it.
shit.
Okay. Difficulty 6.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Look at all the dice.
It's a lot of dice.
2.
I rolled
2
3.
successes.
Okay. I see 3. And Alice, you want to go?
Sure.
ahead?
What was it?
Wits and investigation. So
Wits
click on
and-
investigation first.
Oh, okay. Let me try that again. Investigation. Where is that? There it is. Okay, that's investigation and wits.
Mhm.
Okay. Probably not.
Yeah, your
Wow, that's a lot of ones.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
ones. Mhm.
Yeah. You guys don't find anything. I mean, this is an old motel. I mean, you're up checking the camera, checking the walls
Yeah.
for
Okay.
cameras, pinholes, looking at the alarm clock or something to see if there's
It's
you
probably
don't
too
find
old.
you don't find
Yeah.
anything. I mean, you
Yeah.
could Google, creepy hotel and stories come back, but you
Who
honestly
knows?
you don't find anything. So
Okay. Yeah.
Valid fear, still a valid
yeah,
fear.
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. How do we get them from is there a camera in the office that would let them know
There
if
is.
somebody
There's
okay.
at least one camera that pans over the front desk and
Okay.
would kind of cover the door.
Okay. Hmm.
So if we're in the spirit world, we can interact with the actual world, right?
Correct.
Oh.
Do we appear on camera if we're in the spirit world?
You should not. No.
Okay, I want to ask that question before Diana makes that comment.
Yeah.
The smart one should know
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Well, if it sounds like Otto has experience with the spirit world. I mean, we don't show up on camera, but we can interact with things here. So if we go at night,
Mhm.
break in, someone just enters the spirit world, don't have to worry about cameras.
Oh,
Okay, that's good. That's smart.
that could work, I guess.
And what time of day is it?
It's like it's like afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's
Afternoon.
afternoon by now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
still time to grab a bite to eat over at Rusty's.
Get another burger.
Yeah, let's do it. Bring some back for Diana. Why not?
Eat local. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So we
right there.
support small
Well,
businesses here.
she can go in there. I mean,
Okay.
families can go in there. She just can't order a drink.
Okay. Well, then she can come
So,
with.
Well,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know if it was like one of those places you
Yeah,
had to
no.
be 18 to enter.
Yeah, no. Well, no. It's a family place in that people can come and eat,
Okay.
but probably after a certain time, then you probably got to be
Okay.
21 to be
Yeah.
I
in
thought
there.
it was like a
probably that.
bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I was saying this is a tangent real quick. The other week I saw I was in a bar,
Mhm.
and I saw a woman with her 5-year-old, and it
Yeah.
floored me because
Yeah.
it was not like a tavern or whatever. It was
Right.
like a straight up bar, and so
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
what is this child doing here? I'm so
I,
confused.
I see it at a brewery by my house all the time.
Okay,
and,
cool.
and they leave their kids in front of the video game machine while they go drink. But anyway, so
Okay, cool.
I would do it. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, so we can
Okay.
all go in and get a burger
yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Rusty's still working, but she's behind the bar. She recognizes you guys, kind of
Yeah,
waves.
wave. Hey.
To place an order. Place is starting to fill up. You do see after you've been in there maybe like 45 minutes, you do see Rebecca and the other guy walk in,
Oh, okay.
and they're followed by 2 other guys.
Two new guys.
No. Well, the same.
Oh,
Same
okay.
group.
Yeah,
Same group of 4.
Were those
Yeah,
the
yeah,
2 guys dealing with the body?
Mhm.
Diana just pokes Alice, being like, I was right.
What?
Hopefully they wash their hands. No.
Yeah, no, that was a comment. That's probably me. Like, look, I was right. They better wash their hands because dealing with the dead body could cause a lot of, foodborne illnesses and food poisoning.
Stop.
So, they take a table kind of over at the far side, away from you guys.
They're clean by the bathroom.
But okay, so you probably finish up by I don't know 6:37.
Yeah.
Now Pacific Northwest, it gets dark much later than it does east. So I mean it
Yes.
could be like 10 o'clock or something like that before it's totally dark. The front desk probably only stays up until maybe 8. They don't tend to get a lot of guests here, so they could probably close the front desk at like 8 o'clock. You'd probably notice that on a sign or something like that. So
Okay. Well, got some time to kill.
So yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
we don't have to role play killing
No.
out the time.
Yeah.
Probably watching TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Diana is probably, focusing on like some combat and throwing fake punches, just kind of trying to learn how to fight with her form.
Planning,
Watching some YouTube videos.
planning the Mission Impossible. I won't do it too much. I won't get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah, Otto's just sitting there, like like how motels like have those like 3 random books that are
Mhm.
just
Oh
like,
yeah.
that are just like given to like every room.
Mhm.
He's just like picks up one of those and is sort of just like nonchalantly just
Gideon's Bible,
yeah, just like nonchalantly sifting through it just to kill time while occasionally looking up at Diana and just quietly judging her watching YouTube videos for combat training.
So whatever time you guys want to go,
Mhm.
like I said, the front desk probably closes at 8. Probably doesn't get totally dark till like 10.
Mhm.
So should the storyteller just pick a time for you?
Well, I was gonna say probably around like midnight would be a good
Okay.
time to do our heist. That's what you usually do in heist films.
Probably. This is like a sleepy little town, so I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Yep. I was gonna say, if it's at midnight, then Otto's definitely taking a nap before
Mm.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so all 4 of you are going to go. I take it. I assume Brian's going to, unless you want to leave Brian as like keep watch.
Yeah, let's
might
just
be
have
good.
him keep watch.
Okay.
Sure, why
Brian-
not?
And we need to bring our
will-
phones, right?
Brian will sit outside the front door
Okay.
and pretend to smoke. He doesn't really smoke, but he has to have a reason to be sitting out there because there are people at the bar
Mhm.
across the street who might glance over.
Mhm.
So if he looks like he's like looking at his phone, and he can still text with you guys
Okay.
to know.
Yeah, but an Apple AirPod in.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
There you
just
go.
listening to tunes, guys.
It's
Leave me alone.
smoking. I'm being an edgy teen despite being in my 40s.
I think Brian's only supposed to be in his 20s.
20s. Yeah, like 27 or something.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so you guys are able to get to the front desk from within the hotel. So you can kind of walk up to it, but you would probably want to step sideways before you even get there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Can-
All right.
And
How do we do that?
Yeah.
Does our room have like one of those like long like body mirrors?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe you spend a gnosis point to step through, or
Oh, what?
to
Oh, there. Okay.
yeah. I still don't remember what the role is for this. In this case, you guys do it. I'm not
Okay.
gonna. I'm
Fair.
not gonna
Mhm.
slow us down on that.
Spending that gnosis point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the first time Alice and Diana have stepped over,
Right.
and you're still in the hotel, but things look differently now.
Weird.
What you see is that the walls look much older. In the regular world, everything's been painted recently. When you come over here, it's kind of old and faded.
Strange.
There are cracks in the walls. The doors seem older, and as you come out of the room, walk down the hallway, same kind of thing. It's just almost like this air of depression. That this is like an older place, but in the spirit world, it's kind of holding on to maybe some bad memories. You just get the feeling like it just kind of tingles on you, like what's that expression they say when somebody walks over your grave?
That's the
You
expression.
get that feeling, yeah.
Mhm.
That it's not necessarily a bad place, but they say that houses and things can hold memories.
Mhm.
And it almost feels like that. So not threatening, but you're just like, whoa,
Little
okay,
weird.
a little weird, but okay. You get down to the lobby. The front desk looks just as old as everything else. You do see where the camera would be, and it's very bright compared to the rest of everything you see. But you don't really see it. You see it, but it doesn't look like it's on, if that makes sense. It's like an object,
Okay.
but you're like, I don't know if there's a lens, but it's present in the world.
Okay.
But what you would have to do is go up to the gate, front desk. It would have just like a little gate kind of thing.
Mhm.
You'd step through there and you'd walk to the back, and then that's where the office door would be.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Who's going first?
Who knows how to pick locks?
Check for traps. So
Not me. I don't have anything in larceny.
No, not at all. I don't
Yeah.
either.
there's no traps. I'm just messing with you.
Okay, so we're just going in. I mean,
Yeah.
Is it locked or is it just kind of one of
It
these little...
it is locked. Yes.
It is locked. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to attempt larceny. What would we roll?
I can also try to just bust the door down.
You could.
We want to be stealthfully.
But this is in the other place. It's not.
Yeah, because if you break down the door here, it still breaks in the real world.
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I asked, can we interact with things in the
Yeah.
real world?
You can interact, but depending on your interaction with it, it may come over.
Yeah.
Acts of violence, to me, breaking things
That would do it.
will affect some things.
Okay.
So you could try to pick a lock. Again, you guys are still new with the
is
spirit
the-
world, so
Can
does-
I argue intelligence to pick a lock?
With what?
I would say
hairpin.
Oh, that would work.
intelligence,
Uh-huh.
larceny. Yeah.
I have nothing in larceny, but my intelligence is almost maxed out.
I don't think any of us have anything in larceny.
I don't think anybody took anything in
think
larceny.
so either. Yeah. No, I don't
Because
have
again, you don't
that.
know how much you're going to use it.
Right.
Two
Two
successes.
successes. Yeah, with a hairpin, you feel like you hear something click,
Uh-huh.
and it does turn.
Oh, all right.
And
I've only
it's
watched
an
YouTube
old doorknob.
videos about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And
Okay.
on this side,
Good job.
the doorknob is older, so
Uh-huh.
the tech isn't there. So yeah, you're able to pick it on this side much easier. So
Okay.
yep, door opens. There is an old desk with a PC on the desk, piles of papers and storage boxes and stuff. But there is an old PC there.
Alice, I think we're at your specialty.
Yeah, I guess so. What are we looking for around
Like,
here?
oh, let me grab a floppy disk real quick.
Really? Yeah. Oh my
The
god. I
files are
remember those,
in
yeah.
the computer. Okay.
Into that that boxy little drive, you know.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is give me an intelligence and investigation roll.
Okay, so where's intelligence?
And that can be anybody if you want.
I think I have the best out of all of us.
You probably do. I only have 4 dots.
It's I roll 8 dice for this.
Oh yeah, I only roll 5 for that.
And difficulty 6 still.
Do you want us both
Okay.
to do it, or
Anybody who wants to do it
Okay.
is fine.
I'll give it a
How's
shot.
that?
Why not?
Okay.
Diana got 2 successes again.
Okay.
okay? this
Otto
was-
also got 2 successes.
This was
Okay.
intelligence and what? I've already forgotten.
Investigation, please.
Investigation. Okay, let me see if I can find it. All right, intelligence and I did
So
it
you can-
backwards. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Look for investigation first.
Okay, I had it a minute ago. Where the hell is it? There it is. Got it. Okay, and the other one was intelligence.
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Way
Okay,
better
yeah, I
than
know
that.
exactly what to do with
Yep.
this.
Yeah, you do actually. And that was a great roll.
Okay.
You spot off to the side of the desk, there is an old school, like VCR looking kind of thing.
Wow.
And you see a stack of tapes
Mhm.
behind it.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Those are actual like VHS tapes.
Not high tech at this place.
No. Wow. Okay. So we're not going to be tracked by Google trying to do anything in here, I guess. It would be too old, you know. So all right, what am I looking for?
The murder was, I believe I said 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are dates on the tapes. It looks
Okay.
like it's somebody's job to take the tapes out, date them, and
Mhm.
throw them up in the cabinet.
Okay.
So you'd be looking probably for anything from 2 days ago to 3 days ago.
Okay. So we should just look at the tapes because it's
Mhm.
not probably in the old computer, right? Am I misunderstanding?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So look for a label on the side of those VHS tapes and see one from like a couple days ago, or maybe a few
Mhm.
more days behind that.
You find them.
Mhm.
And now this just seems to be like a recording device
Mhm.
that's hooked up into the PC, but there's
Okay.
no like display right
Right.
here.
Right.
So you don't know if you could actually watch the tapes here.
Hmm.
If Brian was here, I would have him say something, but he's not. So
Okay.
Do we have a VHS player in our rooms?
Do we? I don't
No.
think
I would say almost certainly not.
no.
Huh.
no.
Oh.
Okay, so would these VHS tapes still be in the real world instead of the spirit world?
Mhm.
They would
Yeah.
be. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
I don't know what we do with that.
What if we just smash it?
Well, we could do that. What if we turn the cameras off with the computer? Would that turn them off in the real world?
I would
let's try
imagine
it.
so.
Okay.
Are anyone a hacker? Knows how to get into passwords?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not passwords.
What would
But
that role
sometimes
be?
people's passwords are incredibly stupid, and I know this because people will
Yeah.
log into a genealogy
Password
site
123.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, people make stupid choices with that. I might be able to do it.
If it's intelligence, I could just roll flat and int.
It would be intelligence plus technology, probably difficulty 8.
For
I
both
could-
of us? Okay.
We
Because
can
you're not
attempt
hackers.
it.
Yeah, you can attempt it. Yeah,
Okay, so it was
I
intelligence
am not
and
attempting it.
technology.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna
it is
try.
going to be very difficult. So
I'm gonna try.
okay,
No.
nope.
Oh, 2 successes.
No, it's difficulty 8. So
8?
re-roll.
Oh,
Oh,
I did
eight.
it wrong. Okay.
Oh, no, I
Change
was
it to
sad.
8.
Okay, let me
That still would have been 2
technology and
successes.
intelligence and change
Yep.
it to 8. And hit
No,
intelligence.
because Diana only rolled intelligence. She didn't roll plus technology.
Because my
Oh.
tech is a 0, it would have
Oh,
made a
that would be
difference.
why. Okay,
Well, you
let's try
still
this
got
again.
0 anyway. So
Yeah.
1 success. You're able to turn the computer on. And
Yeah, that's
in
not
this in the spirit world,
Mhm.
it kind of cracks and hisses.
Oof.
It's kind of got an old
This is really
screen
old.
and stuff. So yeah,
It's gonna
you're able
green out at any minute
you're,
now.
you're able to turn it on, but that's about it.
How
Okay.
old do the cameras look?
Mid 2000s maybe.
Oh, so something they should have replaced a while ago.
Possible, yeah.
Mhm.
So if one of them happened to go down, it would look like old age.
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay, with that, Diana's just looking at the camera and gets that, like, rebellious grin on her face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you from in here, there's actually no camera in the office.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
You're
okay.
in. There's a camera outside, but
Okay.
he never put any cameras inside the
Oh,
office. So,
wonderful.
Okay, that's nice.
Well, one of us could step out and grab the tapes,
We don't need all of them though. I mean, just recent.
which is, the 3 days, since we're not sure which one it's on.
They're all dated though. Don't they have a date on the
No.
VHS tapes? So just like grab
Yeah.
the most recent 3, I guess, or
Okay.
4 maybe. Yeah.
So who's
Snap
stepping
those.
out?
Me, I guess. I'll step out.
Okay.
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 God.
All right.
Mhm.
And the office looks a little more modern when you get in
Mhm.
there, but now you see the cabinet they're talking. You see the cabinet more for what it really is now. You can find the tapes, and you got a jacket on or something, or
I have a flannel over a shirt.
Okay. Wherever you want to
Mhm.
stuff in.
Mhm.
Okay. So now, did you bring your phone with you?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're going to have to step back into the Umbra
Uh-huh.
to get to walk out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you're going to step back in. Okay.
Yep.
All right. He appears again. Okay.
I got him.
Okay, so are we done?
I mean, I don't think there was anything else we need to do in
I don't
here
think
unless
there
you
is.
want to partake in random acts of vandalism.
I don't want to do that.
We're
didn't
not
think-
committing random acts of vandalism.
I didn't think so. So let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
walk
All
back
right.
out and then shift back to.
Okay. Shift back in the room then.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Brian sends you a text. You guys done?
Yep.
Yep. Back in the
Okay.
room.
Okay. He comes back up and he's like, what the hell? VHS tapes.
Yeah. Shh.
He's like, how cheap is this place?
I don't know.
Very apparently.
Yeah.
The cameras were here even before I was born. So like,
Could I'm trying to think what's a way to roll this.
Mhm.
I almost want you to have an aha moment. But
I've had an epiphany.
yeah, but I don't want to give it to you. Okay. Nah. Yeah. So they have these tapes. Brian will sort of hint at it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if these are all these tapes, how does somebody have online footage of it? Oh,
Well.
wow.
sorry, my computer went to screensaver.
Yeah.
No, that just worked.
That's funny.
He says, what's all this talk about? It's online.
I mean, I suppose theoretically, either A, people are bullshitting,
True.
or B, someone filmed like a screen with the footage on it on their phone, and then have like a terrible, like
Fuzzy,
terrible,
I'm gonna
fuzzy, grainy video of a
Google.
video.
I'm gonna pull up the YouTube video of this.
Well, well, people say there's footage online, and apparently, that's what the housekeepers were saying. They heard.
Yeah, they did say
Oh.
that. They thought there was something online.
Then can I do my intelligence and investigation on the internet again to try and find the online proof?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's go.
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
Because you've already kind of started looking at some things.
3 successes.
You find news about the story, obviously, and the guy's name, but you never find like a link to here is the video, here is it, and there's actually the stories you look through. You never find talk of footage.
So it's going to be on a sketchier site than what you're looking at. Probably. I mean, it might be on YouTube, but there's like other iterations of YouTube that are not as safe.
Otto, can I borrow your cell phone?
That depends on what you're going to use it for.
The dark web.
Yeah.
Definitely not the dark web.
I don't. You're not very convincing the way you said that. Hey, Brian, give me your phone.
Sure.
Thanks.
No.
Here you go. You can use Brian's phone.
Matt, you can defend yourself next week.
God.
Sure, I'll look at some more sketchy websites.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian's phone.
Oh man, his phone's gonna blow up with some stuff soon.
That's fine if he gets a virus. We're werewolves. What do we need phones for?
All these little things keep popping up, and I keep clicking on them, and they don't go away. So,
Sound like my grandparents.
yeah. Do you want to make the same roll again? But it would be at a higher difficulty now.
That's fine.
So it'd be like it's 7 now.
Investigation, intelligence, roll. This is what she's good at. 3 successes.
You don't find anything additional, even on the
Oh,
sketchier
cool.
sites. You don't find any
Mhm.
links, anything embedded in the story. It says, here is the footage from the Timberline Motel.
Mhm. There's no footage. And Brian, you may want to take this back to the store to get it remove some viruses. And also might just want to get a new phone because I did not use the incognito mode.
He's like, what's OnlyFans? I don't. So
Wow.
he leads a
innocent,
sheltered life.
aren't you? I was gonna say, you're an innocent guy, aren't you?
Well, he had a hippie aunt, so
um, so yeah, you cannot find anywhere online
Mhm,
that
Okay.
says there is footage, that
mhm,
who provided footage.
Hmm. So the footage doesn't exist,
yes.
supposedly.
So Brian says, so is the owner just making it up?
I don't know.
Maybe. I guess we won't know until we
Well-
comb the footage.
Yeah, it could be that, now that this murder happened here, he's just trying to hype it to get more people to come here and make him more money or something. But I don't know.
I did hype it up to my girlfriend for that. One of the main reasons is that
Hmm.
everyone in my generation wants to stay at a hotel where someone was murdered, especially college students.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay back your student loans if you get murdered at a random hotel room.
Okay, sure. I mean,
Okay, then.
The amount of jokes I hear about college students wanting to jump in front of the road so the college has to pay for their tuition. Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
wow.
Anywho,
Mhm.
I mean, I got a full ride, but that's not the point.
Well, not everyone's you, Diana.
True.
Anyway,
so it's around getting probably close to 1 a.m.
Okay. We should probably sleep or something, but hide those tapes, How big are these cassettes? Are they like that?
Just standard VHS.
Okay. We can throw them in my backpack. Nobody's going to go in there. Probably. Yeah, there we go. Throw them in, and I'll just put like a bunch of menstrual products on top of them, and no one will touch them.
Yeah, Diana will put like her
As
my
soon as
doll
they-
in your bag as well. So just
Oh,
have a
boy, here we
big
go again.
moment.
as soon as they open it up, if they're a cis man, they'll immediately be uncomfortable.
away,
so they won't
yeah.
go any further.
That's how you do this.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's trapped, I guess, or what do you
Yes.
call trap it or whatever. So okay. So all the wolves go Betty by
Yep.
and get up the next morning.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yup.
And what's the plan?
What else do we know about whatever killed this guy?
Well, it's supposedly a werewolf named Splinterfang who was I don't know,
Scared?
scorned by
Scorned,
the
oh.
Sept and nervous about the man intruding on his territory
Yeah.
because he felt threatened by the man. Don't know anything more than that before
Okay.
he ran into the woods in the spirit world.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm assuming like normal wolves, we can howl to call other people of our pack.
Don't do it in here.
Well, I know, but I just want to clarify for like system reasons.
Sure.
Wonderful. Yeah, Diana's just gonna like pop her knuckles and pop her back.
Just like Mountain Runner, get over here. I
Oh
need
yeah,
to talk
basically.
to you.
Well, I'm gonna go to the woods and make a quick phone.
You're not that
call.
close. Okay. Yeah. You can make a phone call. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, she's fully gonna like try to howl for Mountain Runner, but she just doesn't want to say that. She's gonna I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make a phone call in the woods.
Yeah.
alone.
You would have Prashant's phone number. He was the guy who drove you out here.
Oh yeah, I'll just call him.
Okay.
Instead of making a
Messenger.
scene and like
Yeah,
weirding
just
people
do
out.
that. Mhm.
And he's like, "Hey, it's Prashant."
Oh hi, I have a question.
Sure.
Who's Splitter Thing?
It's just silence.
The silence speaks volumes.
Mm.
Is this something you would like to meet up in the woods for?
Why don't you come back to the Sept?
Wonderful. Do we all need to come back?
Yeah, click.
Okay.
So what's
Um,
that?
Well, I asked about, splitter things. I thought it might be better just be like direct. We're being called back so they can tell us. There was also a
For a
log.
debrief.
Yes.
That's only a good sign.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we check out and go on our way.
Yeah, there's also like a very long moment of silence. So
So they don't really want to talk about it.
no.
Okay.
And it's sad when I picked up on that.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Does she have any dots in empathy?
Oh yeah, Diana does.
Okay.
She has 3 dots in empathy.
That's
Okay.
more than I have.
That's definitely more than I have.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you would have to drive back to where Prashant gave you the car,
Okay.
and then from there travel back to the Sept.
Okay. We can do that. Who wants to drive?
Can I drive?
Don't worry about who has the highest in
Sure,
drive
go
or anything
ahead.
like that.
Yeah, you
Just-
can drive. Sure.
Yeah.
Cool, because I need to get some practice in so I get my full license when I'm 18.
I see.
Okay, then I definitely want to drive roll.
I mean, she has her permit. She has
That's
been
not the
driving
same.
since she was
This
15.
actually, this sounds like might be fun. Let's do a Dex and drive roll. I wasn't gonna make anyone roll until you
Otto's
said you
gonna
wanted-
Otto's gonna those like hand holds that they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like on
yeah.
yeah,
the
Otto's-
shit bar.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
O shit bar. Otto's gonna hold on to the O shit bar.
She passed with her 1 die.
You turn the car on and you don't manage to wreck it. There are some tense moments with lane changes and things like that, but you all get there. If you didn't have any gray hair before, you now have at least 1 gray hair.
Alice
I was gonna
already
say-
has gray hair.
I would say yeah, Otto's like just barely starting out there, but he feels like he just aged like 5 years.
Yeah.
So you get here. So now you will have to hike
Okay.
across again.
Mm-hmm. Shift into
and
wolf, right?
Yep. Yeah, because you
Okay.
can only approach the Sept in wolf form
Okay. Let me
for the
figure out
Cairn.
how to do
So
that again.
okay, let's do this.
Mhm.
Let's have you everybody shift over to Lupus. So on your character sheet, change
Oh, there it is.
do the shape change,
Okay.
and then
Got
go
it.
to Lupus.
Yep.
Are we rolling to shape change or just
Mhm.
shape changing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I always make
Rolling
people
to
roll
shape
for
change?
Okay,
Okay.
okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
What
Just
do I roll for that exactly? Oh, it's
there
up
is
here.
yep,
Yeah.
the little wolf.
Oh, it's a
It's
wolfie.
initiative. Oh, it's the
Yeah.
wolf. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we're going to
And
Lupus.
what was the difficulty?
It's gonna be 6.
6. Okay.
Okay.
Roll.
How many number of successes are required?
It's interesting. Everybody's is coming up with something different because say Alice's says number of successes required 0, but Otto's
Really?
says 4. and
Yeah,
Brian's says 4.
because you can manually change it, which is why I was asking.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she was still in Lupus or something like it. Anyway,
I don't know.
for right now, we're just gonna keep it simple. You guys, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna waste a bunch of time. I'm
Okay.
thinking I'm thinking your sheet was already in Lupus.
Oh,
so that's
it might
why
have been.
it said
Yeah,
0.
It might
So,
have been.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're good for now.
Mhm.
And technically Diana did get it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Probably takes you because now you're having to run across versus you were driven down here.
Mhm.
Probably now that you kind of know a better way to get there, maybe like an hour or so.
Okay. Mhm.
Excuse me. You get there as you get to the Bawn, which is like the edge of the Cairn. Mountain Runner is standing there with this very, very, very grim, even for him, look on his face.
Oh, is that one of the looks Diana knows something's probably up?
And he just turns around, and you get the feeling you should follow.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, he's grumpy. He's only grumpy for 3 things.
And he kind
What
of
are
turns
those
around.
3 things?
And he turns around, and he's like, "Watch it." He's like, "Watch it, cub."
When he's hungry, when you disobey him, and when you wake him up before sunrise.
I see.
Well, that's fair. I
You
mean,
you guys gather by the campfire.
Mhm.
So it's getting on towards midday, and it is Prashant, Mountain Runner,
Mhm.
and let me get her name again, 'cause Halima. Glory B is not there. He probably has a show somewhere.
Mhm.
Um,
He's like, I got more important shit to deal with than this right now.
and Prashant goes, so tell me how you heard the name Splinterfang.
We came across him.
I met him. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't meet him, but I've heard from others.
He was real pissed at you guys.
And the pack look at each other. Yeah, Prashant says. He is not affiliated with the Sept any longer. He had some issues.
Issues?
Which were
Halima kind of takes over the story. She says, Splinterfang's pack was one of the main packs here at the Sept of the Spotted Owl. When what we thought was the apocalypse, the final battle came, his was one of the first packs to jump into the fight against the worm directly. And he, kind of long story short, he was the last survivor of his pack.
Oh, wow.
And he did some things that we determined were against the litany. And he was cast out of the Sept. And they all kind of look down, or kind of can't really meet your eyes. Even Mountain Runner can't quite meet your eyes.
Oh no, there's a serious shit, and Mountain Runner's not looking at me. I could run right now, and he's not going to stop me. I'm very concerned for his well-being.
Well, maybe don't do that.
Well, I'm not going to. I'm just saying. What were the crimes? What was he charged with?
We suspect he may have eaten human flesh.
Oh.
Well, he did kill that guy, so.
But his body was intact?
It was mostly like shredded up.
Yeah.
You didn't get a chance to look at it to see if there was chunks out of it or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going based on what we got from police reports and going.
I mean, there was blood in his mouth, but that doesn't mean he ate anybody, because there was blood in his claws also. So,
Prashant picks up the story. It was a bad situation for everyone, but we felt it best that perhaps he needed to leave the Sept, and he just he's kind of a young kid compared to Halima. Halima's like, we made a mistake with him, and no Geru should be left on their own. No one should be Ronin who is packless.
So to prevent future humans from dying, you took a Geru, kicked them out to only cause them to do the thing you didn't want them to do.
And they're all silent.
Oh, no.
I mean, well, Diana, that's an excellent point, but maybe we cool it on the condescension a little bit at the moment.
Mountain Runner speaks up and looks over at us. Says, the cub is right. He speaks true. We made a grave error, and we abandoned one of our own in his time of need.
And how do you plan to make it right?
Exactly. Is there a way to remedy this?
The only thing we could do is welcome him home if he would come home.
I might be a bit of a hard sell at the moment because he seems to really not like you guys at the moment. For what it's worth, there was an owl spirit hanging out with him, but I don't know
And
what
they say
that means.
they say that is the sept totem.
Oh.
If the owl chose to speak to you, you should be honored.
I will be honored then.
And whatever wisdom he may present should be listened to, should be taken to heart.
Yeah,
Perhaps if you can help make this right for the sept, perhaps he will take you as his. Maybe we'll take your pack as he will follow your pack, or there's game terms for it, but so.
He'll ally with us.
Mhm.
Yes, there you go. That's the words that the storyteller's stumbling to think of. So
All right. So
we had, and Halima continues, in our faulty judgment, I think we somehow thought the problem might just take care of itself, which is wrong of us, but there was complication, there was anger in him. That anger that even among our kind was dangerous. And we foolishly let him leave, and again we as Guru failed him.
Okay.
Well, it seems like the solution is very clear.
Somebody's got to die. No,
We gotta fucking kill him.
no. Wrong game. So.
wrong game.
Well,
Yeah.
if he is upset with the management of an old pack, then he can deal with the new pack. First thing that's going to happen is you guys are going to find a way to make this place more welcoming to him. Then me and the rest of us is going to go talk to him, fix this issue, maybe get him back, but we're not going to force him because you guys already fucked that up.
Well, even if we don't get him to come back, we do have to ensure that he doesn't kill
Well,
anybody again.
Right.
Well, that's true.
So, it kind of seems like a join or die situation, or he just has to leave to a far more secluded location. So I guess there's a third option in that one.
This is a mess.
Yeah, it is.
And Halima says forcing him somewhere else does not absolve us. It just makes him somebody else's problem, just like shifting the homeless somewhere.
Oh, right.
It just cleans it up for you, but doesn't. This is as a sept, we must atone for what we've done wrong.
Okay, so it is a join or die situation. Good to know what we're
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go back and talk to him?
Well, we gotta track him down first.
And he is a high rank Geru.
Okay.
So combat against him, a pack of cubs.
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
No. She says, I don't think your pack would opt for violence first.
No. Mm-mm.
But just know he is an angry.
I feel like my
Angry Geru.
leadership is coming important for this next part.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we could go back, but
Well, let's go find him because the leadership has already failed once. And Diana will kind of look at Runner.
Yeah,
not runner.
they've fessed up.
Mhm.
So Brian goes, hey, by the way, do you guys got a VCR player here? And they all kind of look at each other like, VCR?
Oh yeah, we found the tapes. We were more focused on punishing you for being stupid.
Oof,
What
words.
tapes? And Prashant's like, what tapes? So,
The evidence of him dropping the body off?
oh, yeah, I guess we ought to check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
have a
grabbed a few
VHS
tapes,
player.
too.
Yeah, we got like the last 3 or 4 days worth just to be safe in case it picked up any
Okay.
extra stuff.
Prashant's. I'm a glasswalker. I got access to tech.
All right.
Oh, great.
I can
Great.
I can find a VCR player somewhere.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then maybe, you can check that out and see if there's anything on it.
All right. So he says he's like, you guys did good in getting these, so I'll take this part and help you out with that. So.
I'm assuming that he's either gone through Alice's backpack and doesn't care, or she just handed them to
Yeah.
Well, you didn't. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess you hand the backpack over to him, and he's just digging in and
doesn't
just
care. Yeah.
You're like throwing
Whatever.
tampons
Yeah,
all over the
whatever. I
place.
mean, he's looking for the tapes.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the rest. I figured. I mean,
care
but
about
like
that.
other, this is different. Where
Yeah.
werewolves. You don't care.
Well, you can't judge him. You don't know him. So
Yeah.
he's a city werewolf. I mean,
Well.
anyway. So he says he'll take care of that part for you.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Diana does do a little playful thing with Runner to be like, I'm not like actually mad at you, I'm just disappointed, and playfully just kind of walks up and whips like his head with her tail like he usually does to her when she's misbehaving.
And he's taking it. He's a good. He just says learn from our failure.
He's like, all right, you get this one, kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get this one smack.
You're getting this one. Yeah. But he's like, learn from our failure. That we as a pack thought that the problem would just go away, and we were so busy with other things that, and then he doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
A lot more respect
All
for
right.
you. And that's all Diana will say while walking off.
And they will probably perform a rite of essentially like atonement for the sept as a whole. There's 2 packs right now that are there, plus you're the new pack, but probably the other pack maybe doesn't know all about this. So this is something. This is the kind of the dirty secret.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So it's gonna come out. It's gonna be ugly, but they're gonna step up and do the right thing now.
Okay.
So.
All right. So I guess we go back and look for what was it? Splinter Fang.
Splinter Fang.
Splinter Fang.
Yeah.
I think what I'd like to do is I'm not going to rush us through that. I think what I'd like to do is we'll do that in the next episode.
Yeah.
But what we can do now is maybe you can start to plan about what you'd like to do, and then Matt should be back for that episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
So,
yeah.
So once you guys, you can spend some time now kind of talking about what your plan would be. So
Okay. Well, we already checked out of the hotel, so it'd be weird to check back in, probably.
Yeah. Be like, hey, we're back.
Yeah, I mean.
and I will be right back. I'm just gonna step away and get some water for a second.
Okay.
How dare.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you find him in the first place?
We followed this it looked clearer for Brian. He said for him it sort of looked like a glowing thread going through the woods leading from the body to him, but for me it looked more like smoke and I could see it less clearly.
All right. Was it at night or
no,
daytime?
it was like during the afternoon.
Oh,
but
wow.
But everything was like dark and spirit worldy, so it
kind of like we did with the
but like less oppressive feeling.
Yeah. Okay, good. Maybe if we just go talk to him, I mean, I'm pretty good at calming people down.
I think that would certainly be a good thing to try,
Mhm.
but it's a matter of actually finding him first. I think we were able to do it the first time because of
Mhm.
like a spirit scent trail thing. I don't
Okay.
really know.
I don't know. I haven't tried
Um,
that.
so maybe if we go back to where we found him originally, then maybe there will be a trail or something that we can follow in the spirit world.
Okay, sure.
And Brian suggests I may be able to use spirits to help track him.
That would also be cool. Like the weird wood looking one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
You do
So-
you have an ally there.
Does the town know that there are wolves in this forest?
Yeah, the over the about the last 25 years, the wolf population has increased due
All
to
right. Mhm.
more conservation. So they are used to seeing wolves in the park. But there's stories of wolves coming towards
Yeah.
businesses and stuff is becoming slightly more common, but most people have common sense and know not to
Mess
be
with the wolf.
outside. Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
Just we could do the wolf thing, which is we go to the edge of his territory and howl for his audience. It's how wolves in the wild
Mhm.
call for others.
Do that. Yeah.
Worth a shot.
I mean, because I feel like if we track him down with spirits, he might think we're trying to do something and doing it how I'm assuming he was lupus born. You found him in a wolf state.
You don't know if he's lupus.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would say we don't know that definitively, but at the very least, he was seemingly comfortable in the wolf form. So
Okay.
And I believe Otto mentioned the rules of this land, right? When telling that discussion.
What?
yeah, I would have
Yeah, okay.
relayed all that
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure before I make my
Mhm.
next point. Diana just goes, because he did say he follows the rules of the wild, so why don't we meet him his way as of an olive branch?
A show of respect would be
Mhm.
wise, Brian says.
Because if we track him down with spirits, he might think we're hunting him.
That makes
I
sense.
I
He
mean, I
sounds like
suppose.
someone on the edge, you know?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I suppose maybe, but also he's literally hanging out in the spirit's domain, so I don't think it would be that weird to ask a spirit for help on their home turf, but I don't know. This is all crazy new shit to me, so
it's a little
I don't know.
strange.
It's all still very weird.
While I respect Brian's spirit thing, maybe we should try this the non-magical way first.
If it doesn't work, we can try something
Yeah.
else, I guess.
And we have the spirits there if we need them, but I don't know, he seemed to really enjoy the way of the wild.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He might just be stuck with it, is
Yeah.
maybe what he was
Well,
thinking.
Brian will say he indicated that, and so did Owl, indicated that basically they're not the human laws here. There are
Okay.
defense of your territory, the right to hunt, the right to live. So we're going to have to adjust to his rules
Okay.
and give him a show of respect to maybe get close to him.
So if we use a spirit to enter his territory, that most likely means he has the right to kill us to defend his land.
He is packless now, so
Okay.
he doesn't owe you anything.
Right.
So,
How do we know where the end of his territory is? We
Um,
don't?
No idea. No idea.
Oh no.
Wolves will traditionally mark it with their own urine, so in our wolf forms we should be able to smell it.
Seemingly,
Clever girl. Yep.
because seemingly that guy who got killed
Mhm.
just walked on his turf, and Splinterfang took offense to that
It was
and
on site.
killed him.
Okay.
Apparently, he felt at least a little bad about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, to prepare for next session, can I smell his territory, my lupus form? Like how close it is to where we are?
You'd be smelling it when you go out there.
Oh,
So you're
true.
saying you want to go out there now, smell it, and come back?
That's a lot.
Yeah, nah, I'll save that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Look,
Alright, so-
Whispers knows about wolves.
No, that's good. That's good. And that's all good logical
Mhm.
things. That's helping the pack. Work
Hey, it
with
works
us
for
together.
Diana to use this information.
It does.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. All right. So I think you guys kind of have a game plan for next week.
Yeah.
So I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up now,
Okay.
and we will see if anyone has anything to plug. I missed you last night, Jen.
Yeah, I know. We kind
So-
of forgot about that.
So we'll
Mhm.
go ahead.
Okay.
Soulstone.
Yes.
Diablo 4.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. There's been a lot of previous hosts. I was one of the original ones. And yeah, Diablo 4. There's a lot going on with that. Also, they just announced BlizzCon, which I'll probably talk about in my next episode. And you can find it at shatteredsoulstone.com. Episodes come out every Saturday.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. And Whispers, what's going on with you?
Hello, and I'm not playing the sassy, emotional teenager called Diana. You can see me DMing multiple things on my own channel, The Dissonance Complex. Right now we have Sinful, and we Evil Cage should be returning at the end of August after our hiatus. Which, yeah, we got one episode of the hiatus. Don't question it. The title of the channel.
It's
The
just weird that
Dissonance
way
Complex.
sometimes. It's just that weird. It's just
yeah.
weird sometimes like that.
That's like going to work for one day and going, I'm taking a sabbatical.
Yeah,
So,
you're just like, hey, I know I just started, but I need a break. I can't deal with this
I need
right
some time
now.
off. You
Look,
guys are
we
just
got
stressing
5
me out.
episodes in, and then it was just like, well, now we can't find a time to meet up to record. So.
That happens. Yeah.
No, it does. Yeah. Aloysius, anything going on?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Just like to make sure I don't skip anybody.
Yep,
so.
no, I get it.
All right. Well, thanks again for everybody for watching. We will be back next Thursday with the next episode of Controlled Burn. Tomorrow night is a new episode of Call Cthulhu Passages. Just 2 episodes left on that till we finish that up. And then we're going to start up some new things at the beginning of August. We will be taking a slight break through part of August because I'll be on vacation. And then in September, we roll out some new stuff, including maybe a vampire. So
Yeah.
we'll see. So for everybody here at the channel, I'll say thanks again for watching, and we will see you later. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.